Good evening and welcome to Budget and You. This is a space I told you at 7 p.m. every day dedicated to you for the rest of the week. We're going to answer all the questions you have regarding property today. If you have a question about buying property or investing in property, all you have to do really is just pick up the phone and call the number on your screen right now. You can also reach us on Twitter. There's a Twitter handle at the bottom of your screen, @ETNowLive. Just leave us a question, or you can find me on Twitter as well. Joining me today to answer your questions, Jayashree Kurup, Head of Content and Research at magicbricks.com, who joins us from Delhi, and Gulam Zia, Executive Director at Knight Frank. Thank you to both of you for joining us. Now, we've had several conversations on this channel about what to expect on the budget, so I'm not going to go down that road right now. What we're here to do is to simply answer as many questions as possible, and I believe we have Shubhashish on the phone line right now. Shubhashish, good evening. Thank you for calling us. Tell us what your question is.
Yeah, good evening to all of you. This is Subhashish from Delhi. First of all, I would like to tell you that I am a regular viewer of this show and like it very much.
Thank you so much. That makes us very happy. Go on, tell us what your question is.
Yeah, I have two questions to ask.
Yes.
One is, I have taken a membership in Burman GSC in Sector 83, Gurgaon, which is they are offering it they are a studio apartment of 600 square feet. I have invested 5.5 lakh rupees last year, and till today nothing has happened there. Usman Wakefield is the PMC chosen by them, and edifice consultant is the architect.
Okay.
Today also I had a word with them. They have said that maybe within a month or so, 2-3 months, they are going to start the construction. It will be formally launched, then construction will take place. So under these circumstances, I would like to know, first, is my investment is safe? Second is what is the prospects of studio apartments in and around Gurgaon, considering their rental value, etc. And my second question is, I would like to invest, or rather buy a flat in Dwarka Expressway, 3 BHK, and my budget is 1 CR.
Okay, all right. So there's one investment that's in trouble already. You're looking at another one.
Please advise me. I mean, number of good developers for that.
Okay, all right. Let me bring in Jayashree first. Jayashree, I want you to address his first question, the fact that he's worried about what he can do right now about his investment because construction has not yet begun. Now, for him and all of the other viewers who are watching who want to know what they can do in a situation like this, what is the legal remedy, what recourse can they take?
You see, Faye, what's happened is that the property markets have been extremely slow, especially in the Delhi NCR, and a lot of delay in construction has happened. However, I would say that don't yet jump in and go for legal recourse. Developers are trying to develop, and they are trying to start work. Many of them are completing their projects and so on. I would say that hold on. Keep the conversation going with your developer and let the markets pick up a little bit. There is a lot of capital issues, working capital issues that many developers have, and it may be because of that, or maybe because the markets are so slow that developers have delayed the projects. I'm not justifying that is right or wrong, but I would say that don't go for legal recourse yet. The developer is still talking to you, telling you that work is going to start shortly. I would say go wait for that and let it happen. It's a slow market. Even if you want to exit that property investment, you're not going to get too much out of that.
Jayashree, for Shubhashish, when you ask him to hang on and wait for a little while, can you quantify a little while? How long would you like him to wait?
Keep the conversation open with the developer. I would say the next 6 to 8 months are crucial because a lot of developers are actually getting their acts together and getting projects underway.
All right. Gulam, I'm going to bring you in on his second question, and that's Dwarka Expressway, where he has a budget of 1 crore rupees. What options does he have in Dwarka Expressway? Do you recommend Dwarka Expressway? Because there was a period at which, all analysts were slightly negative on that entire stretch. Have those issues been ironed out?
Yes, it was essentially because it's a new road infrastructure. It's a new road which is connecting Dwarka with Gurgaon. And it was taking some time for acquisitions. I understand most of these troubles have been sorted out, and in a near foreseeable future, we'll see completion of this road happening. So in my view, it's not a bad location to invest in, and especially, unless you have risks, your rewards will not be as good. So I would say this location still, for me, is one of the best locations in NCR to invest. And having said that, now if I have to come to the question straight away, the 3 BHK, I assume in this location will be about 2,000 square feet of area. That actually leaves the budget with 1 crore kind of a ticket size in the vicinity of about 6 to 7,000 rupees a square feet. And that is on the low end of the whatever is available in that market. So unless you either jack up the budget a bit or reduce the expectation.
If he's only making an investment at this point, does it make sense for him then to just look at a 2-bedroom? Because that might actually be easier to offload on the other end.
Exactly. That's the point I was coming to, that if it is only for investment, you would rather look at a smaller unit, and then of course options are huge, because this is a market where lots of options are available, as you said, because in any case the whole NCR market is in a bad shape, and because there were some concerns about the completion of the roads, the inventory pile up, as they say, is huge. So across the developers from one end of the road to the other, closer to Delhi there are good developments, but the prices are reaching up to 12,000 mark. If you're getting closer to Gurgaon, the prices are 6,000-7,000, lowest is 6,000. You can't get anything for less than 6,000. And the developers are many. From the corporate developers, you have Tatas, you have Mahindras, and then of course all your Vatikas, VPTPs, etc. are all there.
So pick somebody with a good reputation, and of course, if you buy a 2-bedroom as an investment, it's easier to rent it out and to sell it when you finally decide to cash that money out. So keep that in mind. Let's take another question. I believe we have someone called Arvind on the phone right now. Good evening, Arvind. Tell us your question.
Good evening. Yeah, in fact, I am interested in investment in commercial property.
Yes.
That is normally in the ground floor, and I would like to invest in the area called Kharghar, Sector 3435 or Taloja. And investment is likely to be in the tune of 1.5 to 2 crore. So could you please tell me which are the new projects which will come up in that area, because I prefer to invest in pre-launch stage.
Okay, very quick question, Arvind. What is your time horizon on this investment? How long would you like to hold on to this investment for?
These I am regularly doing, so 5 years is the time horizon for that.
5 years. All right. So first question, Gulam, Kharghar or Taloja, which one would you prefer, given his budget as well?
Okay, first of all, I would like to make a point that Kharghar is relatively more matured and saturated a market compared to Taloja. Taloja has been kind of discovered or has started offering real estate development for last 3-4 years, and it's a relatively newer market. And in last 3-4 years, the prices have already doubled up. I think it was about 2,500-3,000 rupees a couple of years back, and today it's in the range of 5,000 to 7,000, looking at where and what developers you're talking about. And I believe that the potential still is pretty good in Taloja compared to Kharghar. Kharghar in any case is a pretty high-end market because of lots of social infrastructure, the stadiums and some biodiversity park and lot many things already falling in place. This place is already matured.
Okay, if he looks at Taloja, he invests 1.5 crore rupees in a ground floor shop in a pre-launch phase of a building. What sort of returns can he expect over 5 years, which is his time horizon?
Two things. Because it's a saturated location, new launches will be very far in
Taloja, not Kharghar.
In Kharghar. Yeah. In Taloja, of course, we will have a plenty. And for this 1.5 to 2 crores, I think 300 to 500 square feet kind of a shop can come his way, depending upon where is it. It's on a highway or going inside the main road or a by lane, etc. Based on that, you will have different price ranges, but I'm sure you will have plenty of options available.
All right. Let's take another phoner right now. I believe we have Nitin calling in from the NCR region. Nitin, good evening. Thank you for calling us. Tell us what your question is.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
My question is regarding the Gurgaon property. I own the property from last 10 years. I purchased around 16 lakh, 2-bedroom house. So I am thinking, is it right time to sell, because it is a 10-year-old property? I might invest into a small house or go into equity for long-term balance funds. So I already own another second house investment in Noida. So I want to get rid of one property which is 10-year-old in Gurgaon. It is costing around 1.05 crore right now.
All right. So 1.05 crores is what you're getting. Could you tell us where in Gurgaon this property is? Exactly.
Yeah, this is a Sushant Lok prime area.
Okay, I'm going to bring Jayashree in here. Jayashree, it's not a very easy market to sell property in Gurgaon right now. Would you recommend that he goes ahead and offloads one of his investments, or do you think it might make sense for him to hold on for a little longer?
I think you should hold on to the property for a little longer. Sushant Lok 1 is actually prime property, but it would get you much better returns once the property markets come out of this complete stagnation. And right now, the Gurgaon markets, there's hardly any movement in the market. So if you offload today, unless you need that money right now, and therefore you're offloading, yes, Sushant Lok, you'll get about 1 crore or 1.5 crore. But the point is that if you wait for another 6-8 months, when the property markets are expected to pick up, closer to the Dussehra Diwali this year, you might get a much better a return for that property, and you would be able to invest it somewhere else.
Nitin, we hope that helps. Jayashree's advice to you is to hold on at least till the Dussehra Diwali this year. It might make more sense. It is a tough market to sell anything in right now. I believe we have another phoner on the line. Go ahead. What's your question? Hello, Himanshu. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good evening.
Actually, I have one property in Pune, Pimple Saudagar. I purchased around 2 years back in 50 to 53 lakh rupees. So I am looking to sell that property. Is it right time to sell the property, or I should wait for the 1 and 2 year more? Because I am looking to purchase new house in Navi Mumbai, Kharghar.
Okay, could you tell us where in Pune this property is exactly?
Pimple Saudagar. It is also known as on the annex.
Okay. Gulam, is this a good time to sell property in Pune? Would he have to perhaps, bring down his price a little bit if he's looking to reinvest it in Mumbai? Do you think it makes sense?
First of all, the location, overall Pune market is such where the appreciation hasn't been much. So if you have bought this property 3 years back, I don't think you will get more than 15-20% over whatever you have invested in this property. And that is still better than many other locations where, getting the principal itself is a big concern. So selling the property will not be as much of a problem in Pune. In any case, the annex is not that bad an area. And the demand is pretty decent in that area because the proximity to the entire IT corridor is pretty good. On the other side, buying something in Kharghar is where I will have a problem. Because Kharghar, as I was just talking a short while back, is a relatively established location, one of the better locations in New Bombay. So the budget, in my view, will have to be much higher than what he's talking about. Yes, so about 1 crore plus is minimum what you will have to have. And if you're getting about 50 to 60 lakh selling that property in Pune, obviously you'll need a lot of top up. So I don't know if that top up facility is available or not. Else it's going to be a tough task to actually relocate to Kharghar within this kind of a budget.
Himanshu, tell me this, the house that you're going to buy in Navi Mumbai in Kharghar right now, will that also be an investment, or is that a home that you're planning on living in?
This is for my use only, not for the investment point of view.
Okay, so you want to live in it. So would you be able to bridge the gap between what Pune is going to offer you right now and what you'll actually have to invest in Kharghar?
Actually, I'm getting approximately, I have already published that my requirement on my website. So I'm getting approximately 68 to 70 lakh rupees offer from Pune. Some of the agent has already visited the location and they are offering me. But some of my relatives are saying that you should wait for the 1 year or more than 1 year also. I can get the good appreciation from that house.
Actually, my only problem with that theory is that Kharghar will also run up in 1 year.
Indeed. The point is, if you are looking at rate of growth of property prices, it is much lower or subdued in Pune compared to Kharghar. So in the same 1 year, the property prices of Kharghar would have grown much higher than the ones in Pune. And hence, if it is about bridging the gap, should be done today, and whatever is the difference should be paid, and Kharghar should be the place today.
All right, so that's the verdict right now. Himanshu, go ahead with the decision you're making. Gulam tells you that if it's a house that you're going to live in, then it does make sense to do that right now. We're going to have to take a very quick break. We'll come back. We're going to continue to take more phone calls. Remember, phone line is open. The number's at the bottom of your screen. Call us. Welcome back. You're watching ET Now. This is Budget in You. This is a little corner that we've carved out for the retail investor. This is your space. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call us if you have any questions about buying property. That's what we're focusing on today. I believe you have a phone call from Hyderabad, from Sridhar. Good evening, Sridhar. Go ahead, tell us your question. Sridhar, can you hear me?
I am interested to invest in Mumbai.
Okay.
Not Bangalore. Mumbai or Bangalore?
In Pune or Bangalore? That's your question. Should you be investing in Pune or in Bangalore? I'm sure both of our guests are going to want to weigh in on this. Jayashree, I'm going to come to you first. Pune or Bangalore as an investment, which one would you pick?
Pune. I think Bangalore, the prices are higher. In Pune, I can see a ready traction, a steady traction, and I would say put your money into Pune. But he hasn't spelled out the amount that he wants to invest. See, if we knew that, we would be able to advise him a little better.
Well, Sridhar, can you tell us exactly how much you're planning on investing, what the ticket size of this investment would be?
50 to 60 lakhs. I'm looking for New Mumbai and Bangalore, not Pune.
Okay, New Bombay or Bangalore, those are your options.
Maybe one that. Maybe.
Okay, 50 to 60 lakh rupees. These are now the options have changed, Jayashree. I'm sorry, but the phone line is not very clear. His options are between New Bombay or Bangalore, and he's willing to invest 50 or 60 lakh rupees. I think the ticket size itself narrows it down a fair amount there. I think Bangalore might be a good option.
Absolutely. New Bombay may be a little more difficult with that budget, and what you would get would be very small. In Bangalore, you might be able to get a better property, and if you're looking at it as an investment, you would be getting a steady rental return much better than New Bombay.
All right, so if those are your choices, and given the ticket size, then Bangalore is a far better option. We have another phone call coming in from Mumbai. Can you hear me? Good evening. Tell us your question.
Yeah, this is Philip here.
Hello,
basically from Mumbai. Hello to everybody. In fact, there's a place down in Kharghar in sector 35. Basically, we are trying to invest in a ready position flat. It's a ready sale flat basically, and they're quoting about 75 lakhs. It is basically for my sister. She's an NRI based in Dubai. So she's interested to go in for this place. Basically, we have gone and checked at the place. Just want to double check, whether are we at the right place. It's basically for an investment.
Okay. A couple of quick questions for you. If it's 75 lakh rupees, is this a 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom? What is the size of the apartment?
It's a 2 BHK. The area is about 1185.
Okay, 1185 at 75 lakh rupees. Sector 35 of Kharghar. That seems like a good deal. Would you recommend he goes ahead?
Yes, indeed. It sounds like a good deal. My concern is if it is as an investment, then there's hardly much remaining. There's hardly much of juice remaining for you to expect the property prices in Kharghar to move up. So I don't think you should look at it from investment perspective. If it is an end user perspective, or you're looking at renting it out to somebody, it's fine. But I doubt if you'll get double the money in next 4 to 5 years.
All right, so it might not be a great idea there if you're looking at it purely as an investment, especially for an NRI who's not going to be here to manage that investment. That's a wrap, unfortunately, on this particular show. We'll be here again tomorrow, but before I leave you, I want to thank both of my guests, Jayashree and Gulam, for answering questions this evening.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.